What up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and today I'm joined by the incredible, stylish, and super talented Karen Fukuhara, who you might know from The Boys, but also from a lot of other things, which we're gonna get into.
Yes.
Like, you're coming off of season 4 of The Boys, which was huge.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Kimiko's arc during this season? Yeah, and did you have like a favorite beat for her?
So many. You know, I love being on the show because the showrunner really allows each character to have their whole like full-fledged backstory, and it's the same for Kimiko. I think in season 1 we kind of just see her as this creature-like figure that's trapped, and very violent, and then over the few seasons that we've had, she's really grown into this like independent woman, still trying to figure it out, but there's a lot more to work with. And so yeah, season 4 was great. Spoiler alert, she gets her first word out, and so it was an exciting season to go through that whole arc.
Baby's first word.
Baby's first word. I know. It was really hard to keep that a secret.
Yeah. What's been some of the feedback you've really enjoyed hearing from this season, like fan-wise, or your friends or family?
Yeah, the most touching ones are from the hard of hearing community. Sometimes I meet them at meet and greets or conventions, and they type out on their phones for me like what the show and what the character has done for them, and I think that's really touching. My friends genuinely watch it without me.
They're not just doing it to be nice.
Pestering them. I don't have to be like, can you please watch the show? Like, can you please click play? Although I do some of that, but a lot of them don't need convincing, and you know, over drinks and dinner and stuff, where we're just discussing like, oh, how did you do that scene?
That's fun. Yeah. They're actively like, they're not just doing it to do it. They're doing it because they enjoy it, which is really nice.
Really supportive.
I think it's fascinating that you have this role because you actually are also a prolific voice actor, which I find fascinating that you're like, here's a role where I don't speak. I mean, you've done voices for Star Wars Visions. You were the voice of a character in a video game, Callisto Protocol. You did the boy and the heron. So what kind of like difference is that for you? And were you kind of concerned going in like, oh, wow, my voice acting is something I'm really good at, and now I don't have that at all in this?
Yeah, it's a big switch up. It's just a different muscle. I enjoy doing both. You kind of get to go a bit further with voiceover sometimes because you're not restrained by your physical appearance. You get to play a myriad of races, ethnicities, creatures, whatever.
But you also have like a ton of experience acting like very physically, because you obviously started your first big movie was you were Katana in Suicide Squad, and so you used some like background in karate.
Yes. Wow, someone has done the research. Okay, thank you, Alyssa.
So how fun was that for like, and then how much have you grown? Because you obviously had to do a lot of training for that, and then in The Boys, you're also doing a lot of physical stuff as well. So how fun was that for you to like tap into something you knew from childhood?
I got really lucky because I didn't grow up doing martial arts because I wanted it for acting or for film and TV at all. I just kind of did it as a hobby and used to compete at it. And
oh damn, you were good.
I was good at the forms division, and I was definitely beaten when we were doing sparring. I really lucked out. It really helped me propel I think like the action side of my career, and I love getting to play characters that have powers, and it's kind of neat that Kimiko, although she does get beat up, a lot of times she's the one doing the attack, and our stunt team is wonderful, and my double, Kira Lee, she takes all of the crazy hard hits. If you see Kimiko smashing through walls or getting hit by a car, or you know what I mean?
Falling out.
Falling out. Yeah, that is all Kira Lee. Props to her, and she makes 100% sure that every stunt that I do, it's been done by her already, so that like she knows it's safe.
Yeah.
When I'm on wires, she's like, I've done this before, don't worry about it. And I just feel comfortable, having her lead everything, and then it just gets fun because I know it's safe, and I just get to wreak havoc.
What do you like hope for her going forward? What are your hopes and dreams for her? Our sweet baby, deadly angel.
I know. I mean, my hope is that she ends up with Frenchie and they go to France together and they're just, singing and dancing and cooking through life, and it's all happily ever after. But I think in you know, true boys fashion, we kind of have to be a little more dark and miserable, at least maybe before the end.
Yeah.
What happened to you guys?